what we know so far is that there was an elderly female and gentleman who quite some time ago felt bad for their handyman, someone who should take care of their yard, was being evicted, and they said, hey, you can move in with us until you can get on your feet. So they moved him in. The last 6 months, the honeymoon's been over, and they've been working through an eviction process to try to have him evicted from their home. Last night, he became irate. There's an argument that ensued, and the elderly female resident who lives there said, I've never seen him this violent. He started throwing things around as he was aggressively moving towards her, to the point where she retrieved a firearm because she truly felt that she was in fear for her life. She kept telling him, just leave, just leave. He continues to move forward. She waited to the last possible minute to have to use that firearm because she thought that she was, again, that she'd be in fear of her life. She waited so long that when she fired that firearm, there was actual blowback because he was that close. As they both fell to the ground, that's when she became injured and required medical attention at that point. So again, working through a lot of details now. Do we have a self-defense claim? We'll work through that. We'll put this under a microscope just like we do any other homicide. Is it justified through self-defense? We'll come to that conclusion once our investigators are done combing through all the evidence, done with their interviews, and then go from there. She has no criminal history. Unfortunately, I can't put his name out yet because the next of kin hasn't been notified. He's a 7-time convicted felon, and he does have a violent history.
Do you have an idea of when this will kind of conclude? I know you have to kick it up to the state's attorney to give a review, of course.
Yeah, this is something we work very close to the state attorney, hand in hand. We'll present the facts of the case, and they'll ultimately be the decision maker. Is this a self-defense case, or do they issue a warrant for an arrest? So we'll work close with them. Hard to predict the timeline on when that will happen and how long the case will be even ready to be presented to the state attorney. We present all homicide cases to the state attorney, so that's a little hard to guess or predict at this point.
And then just the last question to make crystal clear: the woman you said fell and was injured. She was not shot herself, or was that? She was not shot herself. When they fell to the ground, being a fragile, one of our fragile seniors, that's when she became injured. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes,
appreciate it. All right.